evening, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm pretty excited about this particular car. This is a 2018 i30. But the reason I'm excited is it's a bit of an unusual car, this. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits. If you want information about the car, your trade-in, finance, anything like that, do not hesitate to give me a shout. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare, with brands like Honda, Hyundai and also Mercedes, and this is a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years. So like what I was saying, I'm pretty excited about this particular car because it's unusual in the way that it's got a 1.4 turbocharged engine. So normally in Ireland we got a 1.6 diesel, which is 115 horsepower, or we got 120 horsepower 1 litre petrol. This is 140 horsepower. And that's why I like this car. I love these kind of cars, wolf in sheep's clothing. It looks like the normal model, but it's got a nice bit of power that you wouldn't expect. And you know what else is cool? It's still got a decent road tax rate of €270, and from what I can see on these cars, because I've driven this car, it'll still do somewhere in the region of 47 or 48 miles per gallon if you treat the car right, somewhere in the region of about 6 litres per 100 kilometres. In my opinion, for 140 horsepower, that's good going. Good road tax, easy on fuel, but there's nice power when you put your foot down. So a quick run through features on the outside of the car. The rear of the car over here has things like parking sensors across the back. What's nice on the black cars is, if you look at the wheels, they're a nice diamond cut kind of finish. So that means when artificial light shines on them at daytime or nighttime, or even the sunlight during the day, there's a lovely reflective surface off the wheels. And it's complemented very nicely by the chrome that surrounds the window. And because this is an SE model, the SE model also gets this really nice chrome front end. So it's the cascading grille is normally plastic, like we see on this white car here, which is the deluxe model. As we can see with the SE, it's got the lovely chrome finish on the front. And again, that complements the wheels and also the chrome around the windows very nicely as well. And honestly, this is a stonking engine. It's a really good engine. Why they don't bring this in Ireland brand new, I don't know. But the good news is we have this one here, and because it's 2018, there's a good discount from what could have been a brand new price on the car anyway. So it's a nearly new car with a warranty on that car until 2023. To show you how the car accelerates, we're going to have a quick drive in a minute, but let's have a look at the features inside the car first. So in terms of the boot, there is a nice generous boot. However, the boot is actually adjustable, so you can drop it down to a lower level if you've awkward stuff. One thing I would say though is you'd leave it at the higher level rather than reaching in and out every day, but when you have a bulky stuff or bulky amount of stuff to put in the car, then you drop it down. There's also a spare wheel as standard on this car as well. The only trick in these SE models is this ski through. So if you've anything awkward that you need to put in the car, the little ski through here allows you to put long awkward objects through that area. Moving into the rear of the car, child locks are in through here. There is aluminium door handle, after that electrics in through here, and then a speaker down in through the door. There is 3 head restraints, there is 3 3-point safety belts, and there's an armrest up through the centre with drinks holder. And in terms of space in these i30s, if I sit in the back, height-wise actually it's very, very good, 6 foot, and that's the kind of height I have. And then unfortunately I'm after leaning up against it, so my pants are all destroyed wet, but anyway, this is the legroom that you would get. So to be fair, quite a lot of space in the back of these cars, and when you're sitting here, this is the kind of view that you're going to have. So it's actually quite a nice bright cabin to be in. Moving up to the front of the car, one thing I will say is the passenger side has a height adjuster. That is not standard on the standard deluxe model that we usually see in Ireland. And while the driver's side is height adjustable in Ireland, we don't normally have this lumbar support here, which hardens up the back part of the seat again for the driver. Seats are quite nice with good peripheral support in a kind of a bucket style either side. Over here then we have things like electrics for windows and mirrors, and the mirrors have an electric folding function which operates from the key through centre locking. Moving into the inside of the car, we have some functions over here, which is brightness of the dash. This is a lane change warning or a lane keep, so you can have it basically activate to warn you when you drift out of lane, or it'll actually actively keep you within the lanes. And once we sit in the car, this is the kind of viewpoint that we're going to see. So just over here are the electrics for windows and mirrors. Down through here are the controls we saw already. Down through here is a wet pair of trousers. And after that then we have things along here. So cruise control with the speed limiters in through here. And this button here is going to manipulate information in terms of our trip information. The trip information that's going to come up is things like average fuel efficiency, current speed in the car, and then after that satellite navigation information, and then driver attention, tyre pressure monitors, and just general settings overall. Again, back to our point of view. On the left hand side then we'll have controls here for Bluetooth. In through there is going to be lights which are automated with high beam support, so basically when someone comes along they will dip if they meet traffic and go back full in an unlit area. But what's also cool about this particular one is in the 1.4 you get the big screen in the centre, so it's larger than the normal SE model. So we got a massive reverse camera for a start. After that then we have a big navigation setup in through here. But what's also cool on these is when I go into my all menus I get Android Auto or also Apple CarPlay. Moving down from there then I'll have things like heating controls with air conditioning. And one other neat little thing in here is the QI technology. So if you have a phone with the QI, I think that's QI, so someone could be laughing their head off me if that's not what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. USB is in through there, QIs are wireless charging, so you can just place your phone down on that area and it'll charge away provided your phone has the technology to do so. These 1.4 SEs also have electrochromatic rear mirrors, which means when someone drives up behind you, it'll also darken itself. Gearbox is down through here which is even a sweet 6-speed gearbox, very nice to use. Down over here then is auto stop start functions with parking sensor control in there. Over here we have drinks holders, and finally then there is an armrest with some storage. But this car's party piece is the engine. There is so much power in it. Let's have a look at how the car drives. So let's go for a bit of a spin. Do you know what's great about these actually? High on the engines, when they're cold, they don't give you, and when I mean cold, I mean like for the first minute or two when they start, they don't give you the full amount of power, which is great because that would suggest to me actually that for longevity of life, it's being easy on the car till the oil gets all circulated and all that stuff. Anyway, it's not an amount of power you would expect in a car like this. We're in second gear. So for the car we're doing 20 miles per hour. And now we're doing 60. It's quite a nice cabin as well. Even things like that screen is nice and big and easy to use. It's not too busy, not too complicated, straightforward, does the job. Gearbox feels lovely. And they sit on the road quite nice as well, these cars. Steering, brakes, now it is a nearly new car, you'd expect it. They all feel quite nice, but I can really notice the difference when I put my foot down, even if I'm actually in 6th gear now. It still pulls on really, really nicely. So we're going to slam on the brakes here and slow down. And we're going to start off in first. So, first gear, second gear. 100 kilometers an hour, third gear. It's just not the amount of power you'd expect in a car like this. It's great fun to drive. It's lovely to have this power. And you don't have to pay for it when it comes to the price of this car and also the road tax and the fuel efficiency as well. So, you got a fast car that shouldn't be a fast car. That car is great fun to drive. That is such a nice car to drive compared to any of the other ones. So if you want a car that's straightforward, well equipped, and if you want something that's a little bit unusual, then I would highly recommend this one. And if you like power but you don't want to have to pay road tax or high fuel usage figures, this is definitely worth considering. 1.4 turbo SE, 140 horsepower. That is a lovely car to drive. Anyway, Brian is my name, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. If there's information you want on the car, call, text, WhatsApp, whatever suits, 086 843 1945. You want to know about trading in, finance, or the car here that we've just been looking at. Hopefully the car is of interest. Thanks for watching.